everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue, and I'm currently at my mum's house because basically she lives right next to preschool and it was raining and I did not want to get even more wet. It was horrible, and I don't mind rain, I don't mind wind, I just don't like the two together, and it is rainy, windy and cold, although right now it's not doing any of them. The trees are still, and that's just typical, isn't it? And basically, I didn't fancy walking home and coming back again because the paths are all flooded and it's just not nice at the moment. So I've come to mum's. I've got her slippers on. I've got her blanket. I'm sat on the sofa in her spot as well because she was popping out to go to a class and my dad is away for the day. So, yeah, awesome. Got my coffee and everything I needed to do today as well was online, so I could do it here on their computer. And just sit and watch the birds in their garden, which I really love doing. I know it's like an old fart thing to do, but they get so many birds. And there's a big fat pigeon here, and I've called him Dave. And he is such a bully, and I just love watching him. He's a real character. I should do a Dave watch, actually, and put it on my Instagram because he is hilarious. When they go away, I tend to house sit for them, so we could do some Dave watching, couldn't we? But yeah, so I started an online course today, and it's basically to help my boss with some marketing issues and to see if I can utilise what I learn for him, but also for my podcast, because I'm learning some really interesting things that I never knew. I've got a diploma in content marketing and blogging, so I kind of always had an idea of what I was doing, but I did do it about 4 years ago, so I fancied a bit of a refresher basically. And I really recommend the company that I've always done online courses with. They're called Shaw Accademy. By the way, this isn't an ad. I just genuinely think they're a great company, and a couple of my friends have actually used them in the past as well. So they are based in Ireland. They're called Shaw, SHAW Academy, and they now do a 30-day free trial, which is what I'm doing. They never did that before. Before, I used to find them on things like Groupon. I used to Google like online courses, £5, and I think I used to get like the back end, so people that are cancelled and stuff like that, and companies like Groupon and Voucher and those sort of things would sell them off really cheap. So I do courses for like a £5. And I've done I did my blogging and content marketing. I did one in photography. I tried one in web development and I just couldn't, my brain was too tiny for it. And I did Photoshop one. Again, I got it and I completed it and I passed it, but don't ask me about Photoshop. I still have no clue. And they do all sorts of different things. They do counselling, they do nutrition, they do childcare development, loads and loads of stuff. Honestly, go check them out. If you want to just sort of expand your knowledge or something like that. And like I say, they're doing this 30-day free trial. So the courses are 4-week courses. So that's your 30 days, and then you cancel it if you don't want to continue. And I think then on it's a monthly subscription if you wanted to continue doing it. But the courses are fantastic. And if you are if you want to become an online presence, something like an influencer or stuff, they have a lot of courses that can help you with that. And the setup is they do what they call a webinar. So you log in at a certain time and there is a live class. So the tutor is talking to you live, and then there's a little chat box. And if you've got any questions, you type in the chat box. And even if they can't answer it, there's other people on the chats that can then see your questions and then answer it for you. So it's quite a nice little setup. And then at the end, you do an exam, and then you can get a diploma certificate usually. Obviously depending on your course and what you're doing. And then obviously when you pay for it, you get more courses opened up for you and higher level courses. So these will just be like an introductory foundation type diploma, and then you can go on to do further qualifications in your chosen field. And it's a fantastic company. So if you're looking to, I don't know, being the new year, do something new, make a new you or whatever. I really do recommend Shaw Academy, SHAW Academy. And this time round, I'm actually doing it all on my phone, which is a bit odd. Before I did it all on my laptop, but No, they sent me a WhatsApp and I literally just clicked the link and there I was in the lesson. It was great. And the other good thing is if you miss a class, so my class was this morning, if I'd have missed that class, you can then go back into it because they record it and you can listen to it again. And like even now, if there was something I missed that I didn't quite get to write down, I can go back and listen to it again. Because at the end of each lesson, they give you a challenge or something to do. Some courses, like the photography one, would give you almost give you homework to do. So you could go away and take pictures and then you post it onto their Facebook page, which is fantastic in itself. So I'm hoping the course that I'm doing is viral marketing. And that is to sort of help my boss sort of promote his business a bit more, try and get some more hits on his website, because they do optimization at the very end of the course, which is the main reason. But a lot of it might come in handy for this project, for my podcast and things like that. So you might start seeing some new changes in, just because I need to rethink things. And already I've got like clocks and like my creative juices are flowing. So I really recommend doing something like this. If you're feeling a little bit meh and you don't know what to do, how to move forward, do something completely different and take a look at their courses. Like I say, it's free for the first course and then you don't have to sign up after that course. So I've got a reminder in my phone a couple of days before saying cancel subscription, because I can't afford it. Although I would love to do it, I really can't afford to sign up to them. But yeah, Shaw Accademy, amazing. And like I said, I did it when I was expecting baby Blue. When I went on maternity leave, I really wanted something to just improve my knowledge, because in 2014, before I got pregnant with baby Blue, I had an ectopic pregnancy and I had to have emergency surgery. And one of the weird things that I never expected was I was sitting in the hospital bed and they just told me that I had to have emergency surgery because I was potentially dying. Well, I was dying. It just sounds too dramatic to say that, doesn't it, sometimes? And you always sort of think, God, if I was told I was going to die, what would I want to do? What would I do? Blah, blah, blah. And the thing that surprised me the most was I was worried or upset more about what I hadn't learned. There were so many things in the world I could have learnt about and understood better or done like that, and so many people that I just had lost contact with, and it just seemed so pointless. It's like, okay, well, if you don't want to be in my life, you don't want to have to be in my life, that's it, bum. And it that whole thing changed me. It's what prompted me to start this project, actually, my Little Blues Thank You project, which has gone on to AKA Little Blue. And yeah, one of the things I did was look up online courses, and I did these courses, and they really just I don't know, it makes you feel a bit more alive, especially if you're a stay-at-home mum, or you've been out of work maybe for a while, or you can't do things because of illnesses and things like that. I mean, I've got a lot of friends who have got conditions where they can't use their hands anymore, or if you're a cancer patient, for example, and the treatments just get so much that the only thing you can do is watch TV, and it gets maddening. Really, I would really recommend doing something like this. I mean, there are tons of other operators, I'm sure, but the Shaw Accademy is an Irish-based one, so it's local. I think my tutor is from America, so the accent isn't that hard to understand, if that's something you're worried about. But it just wakes up your head and your brain, and if you do something that you are genuinely interested in, not just something for work, because let's face it, sometimes work stuff can just be boring, but something that really does just get you, it can just bring you out of some doldrums. It can really sort of pick you up out of something. And I mean, if you're say you had quite a shop level standard job, if you know what I mean, like a start entry job that you feel like you're a bit stuck in, you want to work your way up, you want a bit more of a career than just a job where you go in, do your job, work and blah blah blah. I mean, this could be a way to help you expand yourself, even by doing something that's more of a hobby like photography. That could then open some more avenues, and then you think, oh, they mentioned this course on that course, maybe I should do that course too, because then I could maybe promote my photos on Instagram or something, or I could optimize it and turn it into more of a business, and you can turn a business into a hobby into a business, or you could just give yourself some skills that you don't have, that at each interview, because you don't have those skills, they're saying, okay, well, we'll go with the person that's got those skills. And then you can say in your next interview, oh, I've just done a course in online marketing. And also another thing, if you have been out of work for a while and you're going for interviews but not getting them, by doing online courses and sort of expanding your own knowledge and your own learning and skills, that shows a willingness to work. That shows that you want to improve yourself. You want to start a career. You've got a drive to motivate yourself, to be proactive and all of that. And they're all sort of skills that when you're going for an interview, the interviewer's looking for. And it's a great thing, because I can remember I'd been unemployed for quite a while. This was before Baby Blue. I think I'd been unemployed for a couple of months. And because I'd helped people with their businesses. So I'd done a lot of admin for free, and I helped people organise charity events and things like that. But also because I'd done some online learning, just basic stuff like learning how to use, I've forgotten what it's called, the Excel, Microsoft Excel. I knew how to use it basically, all the stuff you learn at school, but I wanted to know how to use it a bit more in depth. And because I did that, it actually impressed the employer to give me a job, and it really does work. So I wanted to mention about this course because it's just given me a little bit of a inspiration, and I'm just feel a bit more inspired now. So yeah, highly recommend the Shaw Academy. And yeah, just also wanted to mention about, don't make life hard for yourself. So it's a very small example of something that's happened to me today. It was peeing it down with rain. It was horrible weather. I knew if I'd walked back home again, I would have got worse. It would have made my mood so much worse. I wouldn't have been able to focus on my course. I wouldn't have been able to do this, that, the other. And just by something simple, by thinking outside the box and like, well, mum and dad's is just there. They will be home. They've got all the things that I need to do what I need to do this morning. It's warm. It's got thing. No, it's not going home. And no, I haven't made Baby Blue lunch yet. And no, blah, blah, blah. Try not to think of the negative things. Try and think of the positive aspects. And is it going to improve you for your future self, as Alfie Days keeps promoting? Is it going to help you later on? And if the answer is yes, then do it. And this is my New Year's resolution, is to sort of plan ahead and to do stuff for now, but also think about doing stuff so later on it benefits you. So now I may have prevented myself from getting sick. I may have I don't know, obviously, but it's very likely, isn't it? Walking in the rain all that time. I've prevented myself from being miserable. I've given myself a better sort of focus on the course that I need to do. So I've probably taken it in a lot better and a lot more. And now I feel inspired, and when I pick Baby Blue up, I'm going to be in a good mood, not in a bad mood, because I haven't had to walk through puddles and get splashed by cars and stuff, which is what I'm going to have to look forward to as I walk back into town in a minute. I'm really tempted actually to bring her back here, because obviously Dad's not here and Mum's out for a couple of hours. Actually, no, she'll only be gone for an hour because she's going to, I could come back, destroy her peace while my dad, I think she's looking forward to peace and quiet while my dad's not here. Destroy that, bringing Baby Blue here. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to watch the end of This Morning. There's currently a massive burger on TV. I think they're promoting this January vegan thing. I don't get it. I don't personally like it when someone puts annuary on the end of something, so like dry January or whatever they're called. Oh, if you're gonna do it, just do it. Don't need to give it a title. It doesn't need a name. It doesn't need to just be for a month. Just give it a go. If you want to be a vegan, be a vegan. Just do you know what I mean? It's like the whole word Brexit from the get-go that has peed me off. Anyway, I'm not going to get onto a rant because I'm about positive energy. Anyway, everybody, have a fantastic day. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to have a good day, and I'm going to stay warm. Yeah, stay warm, dry, and out the bad weather. Sorry, I've lost the plot. Sorry.